Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Rizvi Bashir, the Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting, and I welcome you to the joint meeting conducted by Eloquent Elites Toastmasters Club and Indian Academy Toastmasters Club. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Please turn off your video if you're stepping out of the meeting. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is that we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting as open. And before we move on, let me introduce to you our presiding officer, who abides by the code, if you work hard, nothing is impossible. A BCom student at the Indian Academy who's striving to be a lawyer, Toastmaster Nasha Sosan. As mentioned in the card, proving that nothing is impossible if you're responsible. Although she's caught up with an emergency and wouldn't be able to join online today with us, she has sent us a video of her presidential address. Over to you, DTM Rinosh Thomas.
The video started and then what happened? Okay.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I am Nasha Salsin, and I will be the presiding officer for today's meeting. First of all, apologies for not joining the meeting due to some personal commitment. I am honored to welcome our Area 33 Director, Toastmaster Fatima Safa. Thank you for joining our meeting. Let me share an interesting story about an interesting personality. Malala Yousafzai is a Pakistani activist for female education and the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. Her advocacy has grown into an international movement, and according to former Pakistani Prime Minister Shahid Abbasi, she became the most prominent citizen of the country. But let me tell a darker side that happened in her life. On the morning of October 9, 2012, 15-year-old Malala was shot by the Taliban, seated on a bus leading home from school. Malala was talking with her friends about schoolwork. 2 members of Taliban stopped the bus. A young Taliban asked for Malala by name and fired 3 shots at her. After the shooting, Malala was airlifted to a military hospital in Peshawar, where doctors were forced to beg in operating after swelling developed in her left portion of her brain, which had been damaged by the bullet when it passed through her head. Mumtaz Khan, a doctor, said she has 70% chance of survival. Even though these many ups and downs in her past, she did not give up in her life and fought back and has won many awards. Even I didn't want to join Toastmaster as I was a shy person and also was fear to face. But my parents said that never ever give up in your life. It's just a learning, and also you will never get another opportunity. And you will also regret in life. So my fellow Toastmasters, never ever give up. Just give it a try because your hard work will never fail. Thank you. Now it's time to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. Born and brought up in Bahrain, currently residing in Germany, solely believes that Arsenal is life. And finally, main hobbies are annoying mom, now wife also, and watching thriller series. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Blessan. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nasha. Am I audible to everybody? You can hear me, right? Okay, so first of all, good evening to all the Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters present here today. It's my honor to be your TMOD for the day. The theme is looking out for little lives. That's the theme we've chosen today. And the reason we've chosen it is because the United Nations has declared, let's say, November 18th as the day on which we celebrate and we look after the prevention and healing from child sexual exploitation, abuse, and violence that occurs to children all around the world. That's why we chose this theme for today. And just to highlight a little more, kids have a lot of rights. Our children have a lot of rights, which is basically right to adequate standard of living, right to protection from abuse and harm, right to health care and good nutrition, right to family life and safe place of living, right to play, right to freedom of opinion and expression, right to education and legal representation, and right to equal protection under the law. So if all these rights were, let's say, valued or even followed, we wouldn't have any issues with children. We wouldn't have a lot of children begging on the streets. We wouldn't have the orphanages filling up like there is no tomorrow. We wouldn't have children being sold for various reasons, be it sexual or organ transplants, anything like that. We wouldn't have issues like that. But unfortunately, these are the harsh realities. And while going forward in today's meeting, we're going to discuss about, let's see what we can do to prevent this from happening. So to break down the structure of today's meeting, there's going to be 3 sections. The first section is where I introduce the role players and also any invitees that are there. And we will have the timer who will give the timing also, but the timers report will be split into 3 parts, which is basically the prepared speech, the TTM, and the table topic session, and the evaluation. The second part is going to be led by Mr. Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar. It's going to be the table topic session, which is the most interesting and the fun session. And the final session is going to be by a person who I'm going to be bullying a lot mostly today, the GE of our meeting, DTM Renosh Thomas. With that being said, let's get our meeting into action. The first person that I'm going to have to introduce is a person whose role started way before this meeting even started. He's already got his pen and noting stuff. I don't know why he does it, but he does it. Anyway, let me introduce a person who's got 2 decades of telecom and IT experience in India and Middle East. It was not good enough that India kicked him out, so he went to the Middle East. Now he's waiting for Middle East to kick him out from somewhere. He's been a member of Toastmasters for almost 4 years. This DTM is a coach, a creative thinker, loves organizing programs for teens and children. He's the counselor of St. Paul Gavels Club and the VP Education for my mother club, which is St. Paul's Toastmasters Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your general evaluator, DTM Renosh Thomas.
Thank you, Toastmaster Blessan, TMOD of the day. Greetings to everyone present here in this virtual space. Well, as the Toastmaster Day mentioned, my role began even before the meeting started. Having said that, the main purpose of my role is to evaluate everything that happens during this meeting as well. I will take notes. In fact, I've started taking notes of what happens and what does not happen. I'll evaluate each participant in this meeting program and look for examples of preparations, organization, the delivery, the enthusiasm that each one of you will state your observation, the performance of all the duties. In fact, I'm not alone. I have with me evaluators and a tag team, which is the timer, arc counter, and the grammarian as well to help me out. And when at the end I'm called upon, I will give my report. I'm looking forward to a fantastic meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you so much, GE, TTM, Renos Thomas. Please don't go away. I can't let you go like that. That's not how it works. I have to ask you some questions, which is related to the theme, obviously. My initial question would be, have you ever been bullied? But I know the answer to that question. It's going to be by every member of our club, which is Toastmasters, St. Paul's Toastmasters Club. But my actual question would be, what do you think the government has as a role when it comes to protecting children and youth nowadays?
Thank you, Toastmaster Day. I think it's a topic that needs a lot of time to mention, because there's a lot that the government institutes can do. And that not only the government, you leave everything to the government, even the corporates have a social responsibility that has to be done. So speaking specifically on the government level, I think you talk about students, you talk about education during the period of time, the youth in the college, and way beyond that into the career in each of the companies that they work in as well. There needs to be these responsibilities. Awareness is such an important thing that the government has to do. They need to inform the parents, the teachers, the students, the society, the clubs, the organizations of what are the tools available by the government for the people out there. Who are the people that they can contact to? The hotline numbers. I think many of us might just skip through all this, but these are facilities which are provided by the government. And of course, accountability and responsibility by each of the government bodies to ensure that these takes place as well. So again, just wrapping it up, government plays a very significant role for the society, especially for the generation coming up, because tomorrow they are the ones who have to sit on the seat to look after the next generation. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
I forgot to say this before you started your enlightenment. You have to keep your answers crisp and small. It's my mistake. It's not your fault, but yeah, that's what you have to do. Anyway, moving on. As bones give structure to our body, grammar gives structure to any language that you have to say. And in today's meeting, we have a grammarian who is a member of Oracle Toastmasters Club in Mauritius. He works for the Ministry of Public Service. His hobbies are biking, trekking, jogging, meditation, and reading. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your grammarian, which is Toastmaster Avnish Kahne. Toastmaster Avnish Kahne, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening. Mr. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests which are present. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language, as well as outstanding quotes, sayings, and thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce you the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is vivacious, which means full of life, lively, and spirited. Some synonyms of vivacious include animated, bubbly, lively, vibrant, exciting, effervescent. The word vivacious comes from the Latin word vivere. In Latin, we spell it as vivere, and in the Italian version, we say it as vivere. So it's different from vi and we. Latin is vivere. and Italian is vivere. The word was created around the mid-17th century. Vivacious is an adjective. I will display the word of the day in the chat box, and I encourage each speaker to use the word of the day. I will give my grammarian report when called upon by the general evaluator. So good luck, guys. Make good use of the word vicious. I'll post it in some minutes, in some seconds. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for that vivacious explanation that you just gave us. It was absolutely vivacious, like I have to say. Moving on, the next role player has a very special, I mean, not the role player, not the person playing the role. This role has a special bond with me. Usually every time by the end of the meeting, they say my name with a huge number in the end. That's how this role always works out for me. So let me introduce your R counter, who is a master's in computer applications. She lives in Rewari City, Haryana, passionate about spreading awareness about Down syndrome and acceptance of every single child. A VP membership of Hindi Toastmasters Club in Delhi. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your R counter, Toastmaster Rashmi Sharma. Toastmaster Rashmi Sharma, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Dear Toastmaster of the day, hello Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My duty as a counter is to listen attentively to each speaker, make a note of the following used by the speaker. Crutch sounds or filler words, for example, but, so, like, then, well, basically, absolutely, seriously. Filler phrases, you know, you see, I mean, etc. When called upon, I will give a report of these speaking errors. I hope this report will help cure speakers of annoying habit of vocalized pauses and getting rid of filler words. This role is bound to develop my focus and concentration. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Time and tide waits for nobody. And in every meeting, we have a timer. And our timer for today's meeting is Area 33 Director, Toastmaster Fatima Safa. Toastmaster Fatima Safa, could you please explain the timing criteria for prepared speeches section?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Greetings, everyone, Toastmasters guests. As timer, I will be timing the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time that they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote the specific times remaining. So for today's prepared speeches, we have two speakers. Toastmaster Abhishek will be giving an extended speech. So at 10 minutes, I will show the green card. At 15 minutes, the yellow card, and at 15 minutes, the red card. And for our second speaker, Toastmaster Sumant Mishra, I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, and red at 7. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fatima Safa. Now, let's get into the prepared speech section. We have two speakers who are ready and all set to battle it out. Let's get straight into it. We have the first speaker who is going to be attempting his level 4 project 1, I believe, which is handling a difficult audience project. And before he gets into it, let's introduce his evaluator, a member of RG Toastmasters Club, a textile engineer by profession, experience in e-commerce and sales. She is a connoisseur of food, likes to cook and feed others. Do you want me to make an appointment with my wife? You could just teach my wife how to cook. The feeding part we'll think about later. But I would really appreciate if you taught my wife how to cook. And another part that she loves is to eat different food varieties from various restaurants. I mean, wow, you're living the dream. Her passions are tourism and Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the first evaluator, Toastmaster Raina Trivedi, to explain the objectives of Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar's speech.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to be a part of this meeting. All the best to my target speaker. I hope I am properly audible and visible. Thank you. So, my target speaker is expected to deliver a speech and members in the audience to talk, interrupt, chat, and argue. His total time duration of the speech is 10 to 15 minutes. I hope that he will be able to manage the audience properly. He is in level 1, project 4. Yes. Level 4 project.
Level 4 project 1. Yes.
Level 4 project. Yeah. That's it. And over to you. All the best to my target speaker.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Toastmaster Abhishek, I'm going to give you an option here. Do you want me to introduce you now, or do you want me to introduce you later on? Because this is very rare that we have occasions like this, but you're there in 2 roles, so I'm giving you the choice here. Which one do you want? I'm going to introduce you only once. I won't introduce you twice. Okay, that and all don't expect. When anyone, when do you want me to introduce you to?
Table topics.
Table topics, it's okay. Fine, let's get into your speech then, which is breaking the spell. Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar. Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar, breaking the spell. Over to you. The stage is all yours.
Can you all close your eyes for a moment? Imagine you are sitting in a beautiful restaurant, candlelit dinners, silverware, smiling faces, gleaming and celebrating with your loved ones. But alas, your hand moves to your pocket and you realize, oh, my cell phone is not there. Now open your eyes and tell me, how many of you can focus and enjoy the dinner without thinking about your cell phone? Hardly anyone. It is as if you have left behind a part of yourself.
I don't think we can
Today-
generalize like that. Hardly anyone will. I don't think you can generalize like that, Abhishek.
That might be true, Toastmaster Girja, and we can have a session for interaction and questioning at the end of the speech. Thank you for your insight. Today, life without a smartphone seems impossible. As more and more services become accessible through digital technology, smartphones are going to become an even more permanent part of our lifestyle. But in doing so, they have ensnared us with their captivating allure. Do you feel that digital technologies is interfering with your personal real-life interactions? I stand before you today to shed light on this issue that has become increasingly prevalent. The constant erosion of our attention by our ever-present smartphones. Did you all know that even when our smartphone is turned off and face down, it still drains our attention? An experimental study, including several adults, showed that both the working memory and the ability to solve new problems degraded drastically when the participants' smartphones were turned off but present on the table, as opposed to being in another room. We humans have the innate desire to be connected with people and feel valued by these shared connections. Technology companies have exploited this desire by designing their products and services in a manner to keep us hooked to their services all the time. I mean, take the example of your own office meetings. How many people can survive through the entire presentation without taking quick sneaks into their smartphone? Toastmaster Renosh?
Well, Toastmaster Abhishek, there's a company policy that we follow wherein we tell all of the participants to mute their mobile phones or keep it aside, and no one's supposed to look. In fact, even if we are using our laptops, no one's supposed to bring their laptops into the meeting room and work while the meeting is going
That
on.
is so
But
wonderful.
I have one thing
Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask you, that you're talking about the mobile phones. Why point the fingers to the technologists? Because it's all about the apps in the mobile. Mobile is
Certainly,
important when you're
Toastmaster
calling.
Renosh.
Your father calls a child, or you need to communicate with them. But then it's the apps that's so much into the mobiles, which is creating the problem. So don't you have to blame
Yes.
the app
Thank you,
developers
Toastmaster
than the
Renosh, for
mobile?
bringing that out. I mean, we are going to discuss that as well in the later part of the meeting. But as you mentioned, the company has a policy to stop using the phone and keep it on mute. Why is it so? Because the technology companies relentlessly compete for our time and attention by designing their products and services, the applications which you mentioned, to keep us hooked to their cell phones, the applications, forever and ever. As a result, millions of us find ourselves hopelessly addicted to our smartphones. Because how do we access the applications? Through our smartphones. This makes our life even more difficult because our attention, our time, which was once a precious resource for us, is now just being traded to the highest bidder by these technology companies. The algorithms behind our smartphone are constantly seeking ways to manipulate our choices, beliefs, and behaviors. Do you all not receive the numerous unwanted notifications and prompts to indulge with applications and softwares, prompting us to waste our time and attention unnecessarily?
It helps actually, those prompting and all those things. They help us. I find it very helpful whenever I get such prompts. And I think they're
Well, yes, it might be helpful when we need to use it. But do you know that the overall chance of meeting a collision while driving a vehicle and using cell phone increases by 400%? The International Council for Research on Cancer has already recognized the radiations emitted by smartphones as human carcinogen. You see, the ledger of harm is filled with numerous alarming consequences of the uncontrolled technological interventions in our day-to-day life. How many of you find the change, the shift in your own families and community? Our children today see us addicted to our digital devices, which makes it even more difficult for them to imagine a world devoid of digital distraction. Life earlier was so vivacious. It meant going outside, playing in the sun, smiling and giggling with our friends and family. But today, the captivating allure of technology, the unwanted prompts and notifications can often overpower
Sorry, Shweta,
the
music बंद
vivacious
करो ना उधर.
outdoors.
It's distracting me. I'm in a meeting.
Toastmaster Girija, can we have your mic muted, please? Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, as we look around today, we cannot help but feel like the entire world is spiraling into a chaos. Toastmaster Blessan, do you think we have fallen under some kind of spell?
I'm sorry, you were talking to me?
Yes, do you
Yeah,
think
sorry.
that have we fallen under some kind of spell?
Not really, because if it wasn't for this means of communication, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you in India.
That is true.
Yeah.
But technology has also certain aspects which traps us, leading us to accept certain norms and behaviors without questioning their consequences. We do agree that there are the benefits of using technologies, but do we also question the consequences that it has on our lifestyle? Many of us dream of a world where technology aligns with the humanity's best interests. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, in this endeavor, I fervently appeal to you to undertake certain actions which can help us embrace our attention and intention back into our control. Schedule tech-free times during your day because you don't need to indulge with technology 24 hours. Have device-free dinners. Avoid bringing digital technology on your dinner table so that you can enjoy dinner time with your family. Use a dedicated alarm clock for waking up in the morning and avoid being captured by your notifications and prompts right in the morning, the very first thing. Consider going on a digital detox. Talk to your friends and families. Inform them that you won't be using digital devices for a few days. And reconnect with yourself. Take this time to embrace your own life without digital distractions. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we share the responsibility to use technology in a manner that does not enslaves and exploits us, but rather empowers and inspires us to bring new change and better advancements in our world. It is upon us to bring about a change. Although addressing a multi-trillion technology industry might seem impossible, but don't you agree? Every system has certain forces that can change. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we can be that change. Each and every one of us can bring that change which aligns technology to humanity's best interests. I invite you all to join me on this mission and be the catalyst for change, where we redefine our relationship with our digital devices, the way we interact with them, and the role that these devices play in our life, so that we are not exploited, we are not enslaved to our own digital inventions, but rather we use them to empower our lives, to make our world a better place to live in. As Toastmaster Blessan said, that had it not been for technology, we might not have been connected to each other today on this call. However, it is very important to become aware of the alarming consequences that technology
Toastmaster
currently
Abhishek.
has.
Toastmaster
Yes,
Abhishek, I want to
Toastmaster.
ask one question. Since you're
Yes.
talking about the mobiles and the smartphones, do you think AI can help reduce the use of mobiles to an extent, and what you say can be done using AI as well? Because they can simplify many things instead of looking at the mobiles. Maybe it could be a hearing the tone, child has reached school, done. I don't need to look at the mobile. Maybe
Yes.
time for to go out. I don't need to look at the mobile. Do you think AI could reduce the use of these smartphones to an extent?
Thank you, Toastmaster Renos, for bringing that up. AI, the new recent advancement in the world of technology. Well, it has certain benefits. But what we are discussing here is the uncontrolled intervention that we have seen from the technology companies, who although benefit by maximizing their growth and profit, yet hold little responsibility for the harm that has been caused to the society and individuals. AI does hold the potential to address these challenges, which were lately unseen by the technology companies. However, if we do not become aware and control them, they dictate how we want AI to be designed for our world, for our children, then again we might lead into the same spiral of chaos, where AI can further affect how our children think, develop their potential of creativity and imagination. Because at any moment, you can go and type something and you will have n number of things outside in front of your eyes. Would you not want our children to have the creativity that has been cultivated genuinely by the very nature of their being in this world? But rather be dependent on an application where they just have to type certain prompts. Do we really want such a world for our children to live in? And don't we share the responsibility to design the future world for our children? Because these technological interventions have entered while we were in this world, not them. But they are the ones who are going to get affected mostly because they are not yet prepared to face the new challenges of this world, where the technological advancements are going to be way more than what we faced when we were younger. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for that amazing speech. It was like really good. You handled the crowd also extremely well, I have to say. One done. Next one coming in. So let's move on to the next speaker, who is, I believe, going to be attempting his level 3 project 1, which is Know Your Humor Sense. But before we get into the speaker, let's call upon his evaluator. His evaluator's introduction, I have to say, I actually had to write it down, and I cannot by heart this. I'm very sorry, ma'am. I have to like read it off because there's like so much. There's like this much filled. So let's go. Founder and Vice President Education of Eloquent Elite Toastmasters Club, Vice President Membership of All Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club, Counselor of Eloquent Elites Gavels Club, leadership coach, HR consultant, blogger, writer, storyteller, YouTuber, Rotarian, and Toastmaster. I said that in one breath. Received Outstanding Toastmasters Award also last year. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your second evaluator, Toastmaster Girija Deshpande. Ma'am, please, could you explain the next speaker's objects? You're on mute.
The next speaker is Dr. Suman Sharma. Thank you so much for joining us today to present your speech. That too, especially something that is going to let us all crack our side bones. Yes, you guessed it right. He is doing his speech on humor. And he has the objective of the speech, the project is rather, that he should collect a series of humorous speeches and use humor in his speech, because he is doing Dynamic Leadership Level 3, Know Your Sense of Humor. And the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes, as already timer has said, and the title is Embrace Your Inner Comedian. So he is expected to use humor in the speech. I'm expecting a riot of laughter. And all the best to you, Dr. Sumant Mishra.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So our next speaker is a member of Mangaf Communicators Toastmasters Club, a doctor with masters in clinical pediatric dentistry from Queen's Mary University of London. Am I right? Yeah. He has 13 years of continuous excellence and an award for clinical excellence from the Ministry of Health. Ladies and gentlemen, your next speaker with the speech title, Embrace Your Inner Comedian, Toastmaster Dr. Sumant Mishra. Embrace Your Inner Comedian, Toastmaster Dr. Sumant Mishra. The stage is all yours.
Laugh, and the world laughs with you. Weep, and you will weep alone. Stanley Gordon West, a famous author of Growing an Inch, sorry, not talking about any organ. Growing an Inch is about a book after World War II, the story of an 18-year-old teenager struggling against all odds to keep his family together. And we will find this in Ella Wheeler's poem, Solitude. When I was in UK, London, one of the supermarkets, Tesco, says as its logo, every little helps, meaning every small bit helps us to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, today I stand before you all on this stage, esteemed podium, virtual podium, to talk about the power of humor and how we all can unleash our connecting and comedic prowess by mastering our own comic identity. The comedian within us. Humor, as we all know, is a universal language that has the ability to bring people together, break down the barriers between us, and create moments of joy and connection. It allows all of us to share laughter, even in the most challenging situations. Challenging situations like what? Like, example, nobody loves dentists. I'm a pediatric dentist, child dentist. Of course, if an adult doesn't love, how can a child love a dentist? And we are still talking about breaking the barrier. How we break the barrier? By communicating. And I will give you 3 mantras. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you want to know the 3 mantras? Yes? Yes? Yes. Okay. TLC. What is TLC? Tender, love, and care. How we go about doing tender, love, and care? Communication, communication, communication. Tell, show, do. Break down the barrier. It allows us to share the barrier and share laughter, which has no barrier, which doesn't know any geographical boundaries. And we found ourselves in a common ground with all the people from all walks of life, irrespective of caste, creed, region, religion. And I'm using the prop here of smiley. Smile is the best medicine, best laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. Don't you agree? And in one of the Indian movies, 1971, Kachputli, the name of the movie, Kachputli. The song is, Jo tum hasoge to duniya hasegi. Jo tum roge to duniya nahi roegi duniya, nahi roegi duniya, nahi roegi duniya. If you laugh, the world will laugh with you. If you cry, weep, nobody will weep with you, nobody will weep with you, nobody will weep with you. Again, I'm trying to take you all on a journey which is humorous, and humor is a universal language. But to unlock the potential of humor, we all must know and master our own comic identity. We have to we have to embrace our inner comedian. We must know we should not be a confused mass of protoplasm. When I was in my school days, when the teachers used to stand me up, Sumant, answer this question. Maximum, you know what? Maximum one sentence. After that, I was like a confused mass of protoplasm. Blushing, red face. Don't know what to say. I was feeling as the whole world is watching me. And it's like total disaster. I used to say, sorry, I don't know. Even though I knew many things. University polished me. And when I joined Toastmasters Club, I became like a diamond. How? Toastmasters taught me not only speaking the speech, also crafting the speech in a nice way, also organizing, structuring as well, and the best thing, within a time framework. So again, how I got it with tender love and care of my fellow colleagues, fellow Toastmasters, our Toastmaster VP Ed, Toastmaster VG, and here DTM, all of the DTMs here help me a lot. But once we want to know the inner comedian, we should have a clear understanding about our own humorous tendencies, and we must try to get out of our own comfort zones. Once I was talking to a small baby. While introducing the babies, we say, hello, how are you? Shlonich, Shlonkom, Kefalhal, Lesh Fisusa, why there is cavities? Wallah, you brush or not? Wallah, na farashkulyum. God promise I brush every day. How many times you brush every day? 1000 marra. 1000 times I brush every day. How? 1000 marras, still we have susa, cavities? Wallah madri, mayarif, I don't know. So the best place of practicing your timing and everything, and the storytelling and comfort zone is Toastmaster Club, where you learn a lot of things and embrace your inner comedian. Can you please tell me all about the TLC, Tender Love and Care? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sumant. That was an amazing speech and really funny also. So I believe, could I ask the timer to give the timing report for the prepared speeches?
Toastmaster Abhishek has taken 14 minutes 32 seconds and Toastmaster Subhan 7 minutes 37 seconds. I will post it in the chat as well.
So are both of them qualified?
The second speaker exceeded by 7 seconds, but I think still that is just a very minimal level. So I would request General Evaluator to give us a go ahead so that we can launch the poll. If you think it's
I think we are all, if you get a thumbs up from majority of the people out here, if you can consider the second speaker as well, we can go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as a seasoned Toastmaster, it's important, timing is important, but you can see thumbs up coming on the screen. All right, we can go ahead. Go ahead, Toastmaster Girja.
Yeah, okay. I'll launch the poll now. Thank you to the timer. Yes, timer Abhishek is supposed to, the total duration within that he has done it. So 15 minutes is the duration. Somebody had asked about the doubt. Okay. I think 8 out of 10 people have voted. I think that's it because I cannot vote and yes.
Perfect. So next we have the most interesting session in Toastmasters. Any Toastmasters Club meeting, this is the most interesting Toastmasters session. And to carry it out, we have an MBA student from Goa, a lover of words, tennis court, meditation, and playing ukulele. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your table topics master, Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar. So the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Toastmasters, special invitees, and guests. Table topic helps members practice thinking on the feet and speaking off the cuff. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. This table topic session is not restricted to mere members alone. I request members who have not spoken or played any role to take up this opportunity, and even guests can participate in this section. I hope that everyone gives this a shot. Please use the word of the day that grammarian has given us today. Reminding you, today's word is vivacious. You can volunteer to speak yourself by raising your hand or use the reaction. If not, I may call upon members randomly. Before we begin, I request the timer to share the timing guidelines for the table topics round. Over to you, timer 15.
Table topics are 1 to just a minute, 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will be showing the green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow light, and at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red light. So this is the timing criteria. Over to you, table topics master.
Thank you, timer. So, okay, let's begin. The theme of the day is look out for the little lights. So the topic will be related to children. And I can already see Toastmaster Soy Paul getting ready for the table topic session. Toastmaster Soy Paul, the topic for you would be healthy food for happy children. Healthy food for happy children, Toastmaster Soy Paul.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Healthy food for the happy children. Yes, this is a wonderful topic because now when every day I can see the fight between my children and their mom. The mom is giving her the food. Children is not ready to eat. They eat 2-3 things: burgers, chicken, and the noodles. These are their favorite items. They always want those items, and mom is refused to give. And is a morning when they before leaving the school, there is a fight between mom and children, and they used to when the mom is going away, they try to put this on the garbage, and they eat everything. This is the scenario and the playing every day. So healthy food is the one which gives all the proteins and the small and the minerals and all the things what we request. So most of the foods don't cover it, but in the most cases, like the fish and the other things, it is covering that one. So my suggestion is to have the better plan, better healthy plan. And if you have the Sunday this food, Monday this food, then only it will cover. So the regular plan and implementing the plan, and we need to convince the children also such a way which will help them. So the healthy food is the one which will can be generated, can be implemented wisely. Back to you, Toastmaster, and the table top master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Soy Paul, for the wonderful table topic attempt that you have done. Next, can we have Toastmaster Avnish Kanthe?
Your table topic master.
Sure. Toastmaster Avnish, the topic for you would be teachers are potters, students are clay. Teachers are potters, students are clay. Toastmaster Avnish.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Table topic master. That's a very nice saying. Teachers are potter and students are clay. Imagine yourself. You are in the primary school and your teacher teaches you the synonym of beautiful is pretty, is gorgeous. And you didn't know what was gorgeous. And it is a learning process. And that quote you've just said is the true fact, is the true essence of our existence. We are in a complete way of learning new things from different people. When people are telling you that house is bigger than the other house, so you are learning, you're trying to know what is big. And for myself, I have learned from so many people. I was at the secondary school. I was learning about chemistry, and the teacher told me, you should reduce that concentration, else the solution will get bad. So I listened to him. I did practice the wrong way, and it was still the wrong because the teacher has already amassed that correction because he himself had done that issue, that mistake. And like it is a refinery, they're giving us refineries to implement ourselves. And in this way, your quote you suggested is 100% right, but we should try the other way to know if it is right or if it will give us another response. So back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avnish, for sharing that beautiful story from your secondary school. Next, can we have guest Divya attempt a table topic? Okay. So,
Hello, Abhishek.
Hello, guest Divya. The topic for you would be childhood means learning, not earning. Childhood means learning, not earning. Guest Divya.
Toastmaster, greetings to all. I'm Divya. I'm from Bihar. I'm out of today. I'm out of my comfort zone to join this meeting. Abhishek is my brother. He encouraged me to join this meeting, and I'm a little bit shy, and I'm working on my English. So the topic, please.
Yes, childhood means learning, not earning.
Repeat the topic, Abhishek. Okay, so childrens are like, they are very awesome. Childhood, yes. Childrens are very awesome. They they are eager to learn new things, and I'm sorry if I can't speak. I will do my best in next meeting. I will prepare myself and learn from you all. I'm sorry I can't speak today. Thank you.
Thank you for attempting the table topics. That also takes a lot of courage and.
Yes.
Next, can we have Toastmaster Rashmi Sharma? Yes. Toastmaster Rashmi, the topic for you is silence is not always golden. Silence is not always golden. Toastmaster Rashmi.
Very well said. It suits on me, and it is advisable for me because whenever my husband starts to speak, I keep myself silent. I go into a silent mode. He is a very loud speaker, so sometimes I used to stay silent for a few minutes, but he is a very friendly nature, so he somehow managed to make me speak with him. And as well as my today is our meeting all about children, so my child is also very pretty. cute, but he has yet to start to speak and always stay silent. But recently, in these days, he started to speak few words, some gibberish language, which hard to understand to us. And these words are like a coil sound, very pleasant to ears, very hard to understand. And we encourage him to speak more, as these are the beginning to speak and clear his or her mind to and be more expressive to with each other. You over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi, for sharing that experience. And we all are working on our way to experience ourselves in a better manner. Next, can we have Toastmaster Raina?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Raina, related to
Yeah.
your dress, the black and blue will go away, the pain inside will stay.
I just want to tell, I want to ask you, are you a mind reader or something? You have done some face reading workshop? Because you asked a very apt question to me. So, as per my table topic question that you have asked, okay, yeah, that's true. As per my behavior and as a woman, this actually suits me. Mostly females are not so introvert, but I am one among them. So yes, the dress suits me. I wear it as per my mood, and so I would like to be introvert always, because that helps us in building our listening capability and understanding what others want to convey from their heart. So sometimes it is fine if you keep your pain inside your heart and try to listen what others are going through, because it's anyways a lesson always for us, and it helps us to achieve more in our life. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raina. May I request the timer to kindly suggest if we have more time left for the table topic session?
Time is up. Just now we are on time.
That's wonderful. Thank you everyone for participating, and thank you, guest Divya, for trying your first attempt to an impromptu speaking. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Hi, thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. I can't let you go like that. I mean, you bullied your sister. Now it's my turn to bully you. So there are 3 R's, which is recognize, respond, and report to bullying. So my question to you would be, have you ever been bullied? And what do you think are the common types of bullying nowadays?
Okay, I lived in a boarding school right from the age of 4.5 years old. So that describes my dilemma. And the most common type of bullying that I today find prevalent is cyberbullying. Again, that is one reason why it's important for all of us to spread awareness about the harms of technological interventions. Because earlier, in the case of physical bullying, people could have been upheld for their actions. But today, in this cyber world, one can bully you and still not get recognized, disappear in the vast horizon of technology. And that is very much alarming, because we cannot hold someone responsible for their act while the victim still feels bad when he or she is bullied, especially in a cyber world where everyone can get access to the act of bullying and contribute further to that bullying act. by adding more comments, by adding more dislikes to the post or anything that is happening.
Is that all?
Yeah, that should be all.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And you are actually right. Bullying is any form of aggression that causes discomfort to anybody. When you know or when you don't know, actually, in a physical, I mean, in a perfect world, all of us have bullied once or twice. It's by knowing or not knowing, we definitely have bullied. So let's just try to make sure that we don't do it anymore, and also that our children or our next generation don't do it either. So now we have an action that needs to be complete, because no action is complete unless you have evaluated it. And there is a general evaluator here present with the team who is ready to evaluate us like there is no tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your general evaluator, DTM Renosh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster today, Toastmaster Blessan. It has been a vivacious meeting, and I'm hoping that it continues till the very end. Well, before I call the tag team, I will leave the grammarian, our counter, and timer at the end as well, because I would like them to evaluate me. Start off with, before the meeting, what happened? I received the agenda well before time. And when I go through the agenda, it's extensive. It is so detailed. Anybody who goes through this will understand what he or she, as a role player, need to do. As a guest, also understands the timing, the criterias, and who's going to do what. So well-designed agenda, well done to the VPE. A big round of applause to the VPE in designing this agenda and sending it across to us before time. Also, the flyer that I see on the background suits the theme for the day. It gives a soothing effect as well. When you think about flowers, you think about children. Well done to the design of the flyer as well. And I'm happy to see many are using the virtual background in your role play. The link, the Zoom link was opened 15 minutes prior, and I have noticed around 7 to 9 of them had joined during that period of time. It's a good time to network as well, to break the ice at that point of time, to introduce each other. People can use that moment of time to test their audio video settings. So well done in enabling that happening. So these were things which happened before the meeting. Kudos to the team. Now, what's happening during this meeting is something that I would like to spend some time upon and give you my feedback. We started the meeting 3 minutes late. That's a give and take. I think on the online media, you might have challenges in technology. That's okay. But we would like to see that if we have the initial role players in, we start the meeting on time. I love the theme, looking out for little lives, and that's the celebration that we're doing in today, November 18th. Well done in selecting the theme as well. Coming to the timing, the control was given to me well within time. So kudos to the timer, to the role players, and especially to the Toastmaster day in running through this meeting, ensuring that the time is also controlled. So well done in ensuring this is done. The third terms, Toastmaster Rusby started off the meeting, explained the ground rules, welcomed the presiding officer. So can we give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Rusby Bashir for that? Well done. I understand due to personal commitments, the presiding officer was not able to join in today, but it is good gesture to see that despite the situations, and that's not an easy task for a last minute change of role, especially when it comes to a presiding officer who prepared the presidential address as well. But good to see a gesture from her to send a video, and that was being played. However, there are some parliamentary procedures which cannot be then followed because of the absence of a presiding officer, which we missed out probably in the initial part. We had a few change. Since he is not there, we did not have the adoption of the agenda And of course, at the end, the adjourning would be then done by someone else. So a few parliamentary procedures would be missed. And I think it's important that we see all the role players present in the next meeting. In the video, I understood that she gave a motivational message. Kudos to that, and introduced the Toastmaster of the day as well. So good. Can we give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Nasha Sawson? In her absence, she had sent the video. Well done. I will come to the Toastmaster of the day at the end, but just quick to the role players. So Grammarian explained the role very well. You gave the word of the day. Toastmaster Avnish, well done in that. I love the way that you used a user-friendly word, vivacious. And all of us can use that word, in fact, in their sentences. It's good that you used the word which can be used by everyone over here. It would be better if you could, one recommendation is, since this is an online space, we could put the word of the day in the chat box. I'm not sure if I've missed it out, but it would be nice so that people could just refresh themselves, especially before the table topic session. And maybe some of the guests might come in a little later, or maybe there would be some other participants coming later. They could see the word of the day and participate as well. But apart from that, I'll hear from you the remaining report in some time, but can we give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Avnish, the grammarian for the day? Our counter, Toastmaster Rashmi, as well described the role perfectly. Timer, Toastmaster Safa Fatima, as well. Love the way that you explained your role for each of those sessions when called upon, and you showed the virtual background as well. So well done. Can we give a round of applause to both the accounter and the timer, Toastmaster Rashmi and Toastmaster Safa Fatima? Let me now call our
Toastmaster DTM Renos, just a minute.
Yes.
There is something that I had forgotten to do. Toastmaster Fatima Safa, could you please just give us the timings for the table topics, which you have posted in
Yes,
the
sure.
chat?
Sure. Toastmaster Soitpal has taken 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Avnish 1 minute 52 seconds. Best Divya has taken 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Rashmi 1 minute 47 seconds, and Toastmaster Raina 1 minute 21 seconds. So all have qualified.
Perfect. Toastmaster Girija,
Yeah.
could we just run the poll for the best table topic speaker?
Yeah, we can do that. Yes. But we could have anyway waited also until he completed his presentation. No problem. So how would you like to do it? Would you like to launch right now or general evaluator, or would you like to wait?
Go ahead and launch the poll.
Okay, thank you. Probably his intention is people will forget, so it would be best to launch it. So
sure.
Yeah. Can you see the poll? Yes. Okay. All the participants have responded. So I'll go back.
Right.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, and back
Thank
to
you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Day, and thank you, Toastmaster Girja. Now I'll have the evaluators come on stage and present their evaluation report for their speakers. So let me call the first evaluator, Toastmaster Raina Trivedi, who is going to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Raina.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone, once again. Many congratulations to my target speaker, Toastmaster Abhishek, for delivering such a wonderful speech. For everyone's information, I am not here to evaluate his speech. This is not the thing that I have to do. So I have other things to evaluate, and I will be evaluating his speech on that process. Toastmaster Abhishek, the way you asked the question, To feel the cell phone is interrupting your life and the way you took a pause was wonderful. That touched my heart. The way you managed Toastmaster Reno's question and very promptly thanked him from bringing the question was very apt. Very calmly, you diffused the disturbance in between your speech and refocus the attention of your audience to your speech was commendable. You remained professional throughout your speech without showing your nervousness on your face. And also, you had a proper eye contact with each and everyone, though it was an online meeting. The way you dressed up was very impressive because you were true to your speech. Coming to the area where you could have improved, because there is always a scope of improvement, and this is the case where you can improve and excel in your future speeches. You could have asked more engaging questions to the audience when there was a question for AI, as though that would have given us a better perspective from others' view from the audience. What were their thoughts on that topic? That could have increased and also made us engage with you. The first question was left unattended. That was asked by and was interrupted by Toastmaster Girija when you asked your question that can you imagine yourself in a restaurant? I hope if that would have answered or would have hand interaction with all of us, it would have been a cherry on the top of the cake. We all felt that you could have used your voice modulation little bit more when there were many more topics related to technology and cell phones, so we could have understood your feelings with that. Overall, it was a wonderful speech, and over to you, and all the best for your future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reina. Can I have our second evaluator, Toastmaster Girja, evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Dr. Sumant? Over to you, Toastmaster Girija.
Thank you. Dr. Sumant Sharma. Congratulations on completing your level 3 speech 1. And the objective was to use sense of humor, stories of sense of humor in the speech. It is said that sense of humor is the oil of life's engine. He nicely encapsulated that in his speech. I have experienced that dentists are very, very communicative, exceptionally good conversationalists. And especially so, those who deal with children, and you are in pediatric dentistry, and I'm sure that humor will be a great arsenal for you to build rapport with your clients. So this is another way that Toastmasters helps us to improve our professional performance too. And I see that you are already an award winner, and you are genuinely working on improving this particular aspect of your communication. So that is very commendable. His opening was very enthusiastic and energetic. Humor is the universal language. You said the quote. Humor is the best medicine. You said the quote. Using funny anecdotes, experiences, stories to convey that humor is a universal language, that humor heals wounds, humor is the best medicine. That would have served the purpose. Every age and every stage of life has its jokes. So from anywhere, you could have picked up stories and then conveyed them. That is a suggestion that I have. For example, this happened to me on a visit to Japan. After dinner, I craved for a 7-Up. And I said, let me call up the service, room service, and ask them for 7-Up. So I called up room service and I said, I need 7-Up. I said, no problem, ma'am, done. Waited a while, no 7-Up. I got frustrated. I called up the reception. I said, I already informed the room service. I want 7-Up. No problem, ma'am, done. Waited for another hour, no 7-Up. I got frustrated. I didn't know when I went to sleep. The next morning at 7 o'clock, I got the call from the reception. Ma'am, 7, are you up? So this is a language barrier. They are used to people speaking in broken English. And so that is why they use this. This happened. So laughter heals all wounds when you want to say, or laughter builds bridges. Probably more of such stories would have created magic there. I would like to say that your body language was vivacious, lively, bubbly, voice modulation was very good. The objective of this speech was to use humorous stories in your speech. And that would have helped you to weave them into your conversation later. That is the purpose of the Toastmasters projects. So I'm sure that you will be working on this in future. All the very best to you. Over to you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija. Now we have done the evaluations for both the speakers. Are we doing the poll for the evaluator now, or it will be done later?
We can do that. We can do that.
All right. Can I ask the timer, the time taken for both the evaluators, please?
Toastmaster Raina has taken 3 minutes 11 seconds, and Toastmaster Girija 3 minutes 35 seconds.
Sorry, for Toastmaster Girija, it's 3 minutes.
35 seconds.
35 seconds.
5 seconds extra. So again, I'll request if anyone with the thumbs up, can we consider that for the polling? She's just 5 seconds beyond the time. All right, that's good. So let's go ahead with the polling then, and then I'll give my feedback on the evaluators and speakers as well.
Thank you. Thank you. We got the votes. I'm ending the poll.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Girija. Right. So can we give a round of applause to both the evaluators, Toastmaster Raina and Toastmaster Girija, for the exemplary way in skills that they deployed in presenting their evaluation report for both the speakers. Both of them initially explained the objectives. In fact, the role of an evaluator is all about listening skills as well, that helps to enhance. They both used the structure where they explain what they liked about the speech or what they loved about in the speaker's speech. Few points on that and what are the areas of improvement, and they summarized it. To the speaker, a few things. Of course, I request all the speakers also, both the speakers, you have taken down your points from the evaluators, and there are areas that you will work upon. But apart from that, a few things from my side as well. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Abhishek. Yeah, it's not an easy project where you have to handle a difficult audience. But keeping in mind that this is just a snapshot of what actually happens in an actual meeting, be it the professional or be it even in a social event, things could be different. Having said that, first of all, well done to the organizing team who arranged the members to interrupt the speakers, and good use of stats that you used and the way that you handled the situation. So well done in that. Few things maybe that you could look at is, of course, your subject is about more informative, but how can you also engage with the audience with your voice modulation, or with engaging with the audience will also help it more effective. End of the day, that makes it more attractable when we listen to a 15-minute speech. To Toastmaster Dr. Suman, love the vocal variety that you have. I think again, vivacious all the way through from the start till the end. I can see your hand gestures and movements done. The only thing which I would like you to look at it because of the timing scenario is organize your speech and give a takeaway message to the audience at the end. That will help you properly take your speech in a way that the audience can relate to and then helps you to develop as because you've got a lot of information. You've got props. You've got a lot of things that you as a doctor and as a profession that you have to explain, but just put it in a manner that takes the journey through. But well done to both the speakers. Can we give them a round of applause as well, Toastmaster Abhishek and Toastmaster Dr. Suman as well. Can I call the grammarian Toastmaster Avnish for your report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I will present my report about how the meeting, about good words being used and improper languages that were used during the meeting. So let's concentrate on the improper languages that were used during the meeting. We have different ways to pronounce different things. We have different accents. And one of the things in the English language, we don't say honor, we say honor. We remove the H. So during the meeting, there was honor. No, it's honor. And we say one shot, but two shots. We pronounce the S when there is two. Coming for question, we say question, we don't say question. There were some members mentioning about question. It's question. We must pronounce the ch sound. Question. And there was a wrong usage of English language. We are not exploited. We must say we are not exploited. And when presenting a speech, we should limit our usage of words like however, but, because it can distract the audience attention, like it's a bit negativity. And when explaining a term like AI, I would urge the speaker or anyone like the speaker to define the full term. AI is artificial intelligence, because we have members who don't know what is AI. So I would recommend members to ponder on that. And also for algorithm, there are many members who don't know what is an algorithm. Maybe a small definition could just clear someone's mind. And coming to restaurant, we don't say restaurant, we say restaurant, a restaurant. And there was a bad usage of English. When I was in my school days, you could have said much better. During my school days, it is much like better. And the word of the day, coming to the true fact, was only used 4 times. I myself have not used the word of the day. So I will take much of your time just to give different avenues for members. Maybe it can help them in their future speeches. Some good words that were used. We don't say develop, we say develop, and it was used. Some members use it quite right, and some members didn't use it quite right. So it is develop. Opportunity. We don't say opportunity, we say opportunity. And good words that were used. Don't ever give up. Your hard work will never fail. Kudos. Life without smartphone is impossible. Innate desire to get connected, to keep us hooked in their services, taking quick squeaks. These words were rightly said in the right context. And there was different ways like carcinogen, about the bad definition, bad way of using the mobile phone, too many exposure, about the radiation levels. entire world is on our phone, going on the digital detox. It's mandatory for everyone to go on the digital detox because it is a cutoff from our normal routine, because mobile phone is in our routine and we should try to limit that. Words like humor is a universal language, cherry on the top of the cake, keep pain inside the heart, laughter heal all wounds. These were the words that was rightly said in the right context. So back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avnish, for the detailed report. Can I next call the R counter, Toastmaster Rashmi, for your report, please? Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I would like to share my screen for the report. Fellow Toastmaster, you all were very vivacious in your communication skills. Still, I was able to note 1 or 2 errors, speaking errors. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Blessan Thomas. You used so 3 to 4 times, and presiding officer General Evaluator Renos Thomas, you used so 1 to 2 times. Fatima Safa, she was fluent, and Abhishek Kumar, he repeated because few times, 2 to 3 times. Abhishek Kumar, Sumant Mishra, he used and more than 5 times or 1 to 2 times, and he used some sentences like laughter is not to be when the teacher. In table topic, Soy Paul used so 3 to 4 times, and he used because 2 to 3 times. Avnish, second speaker Avnish, he used so 3 to 4 times, like 1 to 2 times. Divya Gupta, more than 5 times she used a, and few times 2. I myself, Rashmi, I used a or more than 5 times. Apart from that, I couldn't note it down. Toastmaster Raina used and 1 to 2 times, and so 4 to 5 times, because she repeated 3 times because. Girija Deshpande, Toastmaster Girija Deshpande, she used so 4 to 5 times, more than 5 times. Repetitive word was so, and thank you. This is my report. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Just a quick one in that. The presiding officer, are you looking at the video? Did you get the filler words from the video, or was it for me?
No.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you so much. Timer, I believe I have already called upon. We have got the timing reports. Is there anything that I'm missing from the timer? No. All right. Thank you so much. Timer, can we run the poll for the best auxiliary role player?
Master Avnish, Comedian, has taken 4 minutes 16 seconds, and Toastmaster Rashmi, our counter, has taken 2 minutes 23 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Timer. Right, can we run the poll for the best auxiliary role player?
So do we include grammarian also?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting the votes. Thank you. All votes are done. Very quick.
Done. All right, thank you so much. Can we give a big round of applause to the tag team, the timer, our counter, and grammarian? Well done in executing your job in the role that you're given for. Timer, again, very precise, very accurate, and you're done the complete timing as per the agenda as well. Well done in that. Our counter, I love the way that you presented the report on screen. I know it's a lot that you have done. It shows me that you have prepared for this meeting, and that's a very good takeaway as well for the audience, people over here as well. It could be well presented, put in the screen, described well. Well done. Grammarian, Toastmaster Avnish, very detailed, very precise. Love the way that you explained each and every word that was good or bad usage of English. I would just suggest that just for the better time usage is similarly, if you could display it on the screen, would just save on the time. Otherwise, well done on that. Toastmaster of the day. I think that's the last role player that I have. No, before that, table topic master, Toastmaster Abhishek. You explained your role well. You've got 5 commentators, very easy topics, and that's the way to go. Simple, at least people can talk about it. There are a few of them I understand people need to get into the deep wordings of it and explain, but it's to the theme, well matched, explained well, organized it, you planned it very well, you listened. Kudos to that. I don't have any further things to say except that if it could be properly displayed on the screen, it would be easy, but all the commentators were able to understand your question. That's well done. Big round of applause to our table topic master, Toastmaster Abhishek, for preparing it very well. Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Blessan, vivacious, the smile always, I think, is contagious. Vivacious and contagious. So well done, Toastmaster Blessan. Can we give a big round of applause to him, taking to this entire journey? Good introduction of the theme. I love the way that you introduced all the role players before calling them on stage. Well done on that. And you took us well on time as well. That's the best thing. I have taken more time. I know that I've exceeded another few minutes, but you have done a fantastic role, organized the complete sequence. You explained what was the first sequence about the prepared speeches, the second, the table topics, and the third, evaluations. Well done in organizing. That's the way the leader happens as well. So big round of applause to Toastmaster Blessan. I just have 2 general points and then I will close my evaluation. One is that when the speaker comes on stage, prefer that either the Toastmaster day or someone informs the speaker to ensure that he or she pins the timer, and preferably remove the spotlighting of the speaker and the timer on the screen so that we can see the speaker entirely on our screen as well. Same for the speaker. Speaker need to ensure that you pin the timer, or at least you're able to see the timer on the screen. That's one. And the second is, it would be nice to have a TT evaluator, table topic evaluator as well. There are 5 that have given their comments. All of them were different. All of them had their own perspective. It is all wonderful to listen, but for them also to enhance their impromptu speaking, the next time they go, it would be good to have someone who could evaluate that. But I know it's a matter of time on the agenda. That's also very important to do it. But except for these 2, I love the meeting. I love the theme. I love the energy. The vivacious meeting should be that all of us will go away and take away from this meeting as we go. So thank you so much for this opportunity that you've given to me. And I hand over the control back to the Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Blessan.
Thank you so much, DTM Ranosh. Toastmaster Girija, I just wanted to confirm, should we run the polls now for the...
Yes, we can run the poll. And before that, I just wanted to inform the audience, what we have on the Zoom screen behind us is the pinwheel, which is the symbol that they use for child abuse awareness for this particular day. So this was launched by the World Health Organization. So this is the pinwheel and blue is the color. So that is why we have chosen that color. Thank you so much. And I'll launch the poll right now. The best primary role players, Please make your choice quickly, as you've always done. This time the voting was very quick. I think all votes done. Right. So I'm ending the poll and I'm closing it. Yes. We can go ahead.
We can go ahead. So before I hand over, I think we should take a photo.
Yeah, our area director is there, so I think you would request her to address, and then
Okay,
we can
then
have
I think I will hand over. So this is the end of my journey as of now. It was a brilliant meeting. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be the TMOD, and I can't take complete credit for all of the script and all, because Toastmaster Girija helped me a lot. She had designed everything. She did an amazing job. So kudos to her. The way she organized this meeting and put up everything, it was just brilliant. And now I'm going to just sum up this theme with a reminder from Eleanor Roosevelt, the first lady of United States. There is no duty more important than ensuring that their rights are respected, that their welfare is protected, and their lives are free from fear and want, and that they can grow in peace. Just keep this in mind all the time. And now I request our Area 33 Director, Toastmaster Fatima Safa, to please address the crowd. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for introducing me. I'm Toastmaster Fatima Safa, and I would like to quote something.
Go ahead.
Okay. Smooth seas, they do not make skillful sailors. And that was exceptionally demonstrated by our guest Divya, who came up on the stage. And even though it was very uncomfortable, how did she manage is more important. Because the quote says, another quote that says that only those who confront unusual challenges, they can flaunt unusual success. It's no easy task. There are two challenges mainly for having such a joint meeting. It's no easy task to have coordinating between two clubs that are in two opposite poles of the world, one in Bahrain, one in India. And I would like to especially congratulate the organizing team. It's no easy task. Having the agenda and the PR and having all of the members come together, the communication is happening within WhatsApp. And our guests were invited, had invited speakers coming up. So I would like to congratulate on that. And another thing is that I've heard people tell that priorities matter. It's a Saturday night and, people are celebrating, and probably in India, it's the semi-finals. I mean, it's the finals tomorrow for the World Cup. So everyone is in that celebratory mood. We could be anywhere else. But if we come here today, it's because this kind of meeting matter to us. We don't see the change today. We don't see the change tomorrow, but surely we are going to see the changes that are what we are sacrificing for. The second challenge is that I would like to see equal participation of both clubs. So there are both clubs coming up, and when there are members coming in, we would like to see equal participation of both clubs. And what I would like to end is that from the start to the end, meeting was conducted very professionally, very informative. And something about child abuse, I had no idea. I had no idea that about what the flower was. There was one mentioning that it's because flowers represent children, but then when Toastmaster Girija came up, then only I had knowledge to that. So when we have informative meetings like this, it's something very informative that we get, something we hadn't known till that much time. And we need awareness of things like this. When we talk about child abuse, it's not just physical abuse, it's mental abuse, emotional abuse. And when there's only awareness, both in even the students, even the children needs to be aware, even the parents need to be aware of things like this. So everything starts from awareness, and then we know how to tackle all these issues. I would like to congratulate the clubs for having such a meeting. And there are challenges, of course. And when we tackle those challenges, we are able to have unusual success. Over to you, Toastmaster.
As presiding officer, I will take over the meeting. Thank you so much. Now we will just announce the result. Thank you. Oh, she disappeared immediately. It was a brilliant address. And the fact that you narrated that without challenges, there is no joy to success, actually. When we have a very smooth ride, there is no sense of achievement. When you have challenges and when you overcome them, definitely it makes a huge difference. So before you go off the screen, so let us have a group photograph, please. And then immediately we can go ahead with, I will share the results of the polls and we can have the certificates displayed. So before that, let's have a group photograph so that people don't go off screen. Thank you. Ranosh, will you be taking it?
Yeah.
So
Sure, I'll do that.
Yes.
Wonderful. The moment you said we take a photo, all the 11 are on the screen with their cameras on. Fantastic. The only thing that I want all of you to do is just put a smile on the face. That's it. Give a victory sign, give a thumbs up. It's a very informative one, vivacious. Let's do that till the very end. All right. The hearts are popping up, smiles are coming in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've taken the first one. Don't go away. I need Toastmaster soy poll. One more smile. I think I just missed you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now I'll just share the certificates on screen. I will show the poll results and share the certificates. So first I will share the polls. Okay. So the first one is for the best table topic speaker. I'll share the results. Who got the highest votes? You can all see it, right? Raina got the highest votes. Congratulations, Raina. Wonderful job. Thank you for coming over to the club. Spoke with a lot of poise, though. Actually, I just wanted, because language, Toastmasters is all about language and communication. So the topic was black and blue does leave, will go, but the pain will stay. So black and blue refers to physical bruises and hurts that have, and in the inner pain will stay. That is what the topic means, actually. But even if she did not refer to the topic, she spoke wonderfully well about, she moved around the topic, even though she didn't refer to the bruise and physical hurt. And she spoke so calmly in a very poised manner, conveyed the idea about hurt very beautifully. Thank you so much. So now the next poll was that of speech evaluator. I'm showing the results. Again, Raina. Congratulations. You won't believe there was such a mix-up. I got one number different and another Raina popped up on screen, and I sent her all the evaluation form and details and everything. And then she calls me up and she asks, do I have to fill this form? Actually, can I do it differently? Or what do I have to speak when I have to do the objective? Then I said, how come she is offering to be the evaluator and she doesn't know this? That is when I received again a call from her club president saying that she has not yet received any of the things. Then I contacted her and shared everything. So thanks for the proactiveness. You deserve every bit of whatever you got. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the next one is the best auxiliary role. I'm launching that now. I'm sharing the results. Can you see the results? I don't know. I think the previous one, maybe I did not close. Yes. Then only I'll be able to share this. Yes. Now we can see. Yes. The Toastmaster all the way from Mauritius who made us aware about the pronunciation, who all the time does it. Each meeting he comes, he sees to it that the received pronunciation, he takes care of it very well. So thank you so much, Avnish, for that. Thank you. Now the next one is the best primary role player. sharing the results. Yes, our general evaluator takes the cake. Wonderful. Every point was looked into and we got very relevant observations. Certainly, we must try to introduce a table topic evaluator. It has been there in my mind too, but then getting one more role player and also allotting 2-3 minutes for it. Every minute we are fighting here. That is the issue. Let me see how we can coordinate and do that. Thank you so much for that. And the most important thing, the best prepared speaker, Abhishek Kumar. He gets a special sweet moment today because his sister is also there with him to congratulate him. That makes it special. Thank you, Divya, for joining us. It was a wonderful experience. It is important to attempt. And
thank you.
Thank you. So I'll share the certificates now. Before we move ahead, I hope, oh, sorry. I have to share it first on the screen, then only. Can you see it? Yeah. So here we have today, there are appreciation certificates for people who have come from other clubs and who have contributed to a meeting. So I can't call Ranosh from another club. He is my home club. That's how I feel now. But yet, for protocol says, so that is why here it is. And heartfelt appreciation always, whether there is a certificate or not. Similarly, for Toastmaster of the Day, Blessan Thomas, all the way joining us from Germany with so much of cheerfulness, amazing. So many times the script was changed because the role players changed. Thank you very much for putting up with it and wonderful cooperation. Thanks a lot. Speech evaluator Raina for coming from another club and graciously guiding the speaker. Thank you so much for it. So this is for the certificate of appreciation. Certificate of recognition for winning the award comes later. Then there is the certificate of appreciation for Avnish Khane from coming from all the way from Mauritius and joining with us. Thank you so much for it. Amazing, Avnish. And our counter, Rashmi Sharma from Delhi. Thank you so much. And the best table topic speaker today, I will have to change the name here. That is Raina Trivedi. I will add it and send it to her. Best speech evaluator is Raina Trivedi. So she gets this award. The best primary role player is general evaluator. As a matter of, just for saving time, I prepare in everybody's name. So I'm sharing here only those whose I'm sharing, and it stays on screen, the people whose name who have been selected, but others do come up. Don't mind that, please. I will remove them and send them to the respective role players who have won the awards. So the best primary role player, Ranosh Thomas, he's always there behind the screen, in front of the screen, everywhere, wherever it is required. Thank you so much. Table topics, best speaker of the day, Abhishek Kumar. Thank you so much for a wonderful performance and managing so well. Thank you for the beautiful experience. If now we can close, I'll adjourn the meeting as the VP Education, and I will stop the recording after that. I request you all to stay over for a few minutes